The Cardigan Fish Hatchery has been around in one form or another for 80 years. Back in the beginning, when it was owned by the Federal Department of Fisheries, it was one small building with 4 tanks used to raise fish to stock waterways on PEI. Today, it is a subsidiary of Northern Harvest Sea Farms of St. George's, New Brunswick. Mike Murray started at the farm in the 80s, working as a summer student. Today, he is the manager and explains the process the fish go through at the facility.
So what we're looking at here is a tank of Atlantic salmon fry that have been out swimming and feeding on their own for close to 2 weeks now. So these would have been taken as eggs in the fall of 2014 and would have incubated through the winter and finally hatched and come out on their own, like I said, about 2 weeks ago. So they're really, as you can see, they're quite small, and they've got a ways to go before they're gonna leave here, number one, or before they're gonna be going to an end user. Most of this tank, in particular, will be going to another site, and they'll be grown to what's called the smolt stage. That'll be in about a year's time. And then at that stage they will go to salt water to produce meat fish, or fish that will be consumed by consumers. 2 tanks. We have fish that are 1 year older than the fish that we just saw. So these would have been eggs in the fall of 2013 and were moved here and hatched a year ago. So it just gives you some idea of what a year's growth looks like on these fish. These are all fish that will be staying here. These are part of our brood stock for the coming years. So in this tank, we can get a little bit of a look at them. These are fish that are 2 years old. So inside we saw fish that were 0, just a few months old, and we saw fish that were a year old. And these are the oldest year class that we keep here. So these are 2-year-old fish, and by the fall we will call them 3-year-olds, and then they will leave this site and go to our other site in Murray River in Dover. There's a marked growth, marked increase in size between year 1 and year 2, a little more significant than it is from into the first year.